Good afternoon and welcome back to the West Ham Network. I am Anton and I am bringing to you today's West Ham Daily, and I'm doing it as a pre-record today. I can't do it live. I've got so much going on. It's ridiculous. I've got traveling down to London tomorrow. I've got work to finish off. I've got the kids kicking about, and yeah, just got to do what we've got to do. So please enjoy the content. Please leave a comment in the comment section below. Also put the thumbs up for the show if you're enjoying the show. If you're new around here and you want to already, go and subscribe to the channel by hitting the subscribe button. I don't know where it is, depending on what device you're watching it on. You hit that subscribe button. There's a little bell notification. If you hit that bell notification, that will then notify you when we go live for all of our shows. Great content coming out every single day. West Ham dailies. We've also got Hammers headlines in association with KUMB.com. Last night, we had another ex-professional West Ham player come on the show, and his name was Keith Robson. Some of you may know him, some of you may not know him. He's very famous for scoring goals in the European Cup Winners' Cup semi-final against Frankfurt and in the European Cup Winners' Cup final, which we unfortunately lost that same year as well. A hard winger. So go and check out the content. A great show did by Russ yesterday evening. We've got plenty more stuff coming for you guys over the coming weeks. Exciting stuff as well. And hopefully we've got some cool news coming to you at the same time. But today's show is all about an update, an injury boost update, and David Moyes, who has shared some news that would fill us with some hope over the fullback Ben Johnson, revealing that there is hope. His absence won't be a long-term one. The defender missed Sunday's win over Everton, only his fifth time he's not been involved in the Premier League squad this season, with Vladimir Coufal only fit enough for the bench as he ramps up his own return from injury. The idea of missing Johnson for a few pivotal weeks is a concerning one, if we are honest. And Moyes himself was speaking after watching our players walk away victorious over Everton, and he did offer a very helpful update on Johnson's injury. He said it was a hamstring injury that he picked up while making his debut for the England under-21s during the international break. And he said he felt his hamstring playing for England on Wednesday night. He trained on Friday and Saturday, but he felt it again on Saturday. We don't think it's bad, but it was a decision today, and I'm hoping he'll be okay. Johnson is another academy prospect, as we know, that has let through to become a first-team regular and first-team starter, you could say, questionably and arguably as well. A player full of confidence going forward, but also with great defensive awareness, 100%. And considering how impressive he has been for West Ham in the current season, the news that the injury is nothing too serious, as well as some reports suggesting that the 21-year-old could make a return to first-team action tomorrow night in our undoubtedly our biggest game of the season against Lyon in the quarterfinals. And that's sure to have left Moyes a happy man, but not just Moyes, West Ham, because we want all our players being fit as we possibly and giving us all the best chance we possibly can. So over his 16 games that he's actually played for West Ham this term, and that's in the Premier League, he's excelled in the right back position, but let's not forget that he hasn't just covered the right-hand side. He's also had to deputise in the left-hand side, covering injured players when necessary, stepping up when called for this season. He has scored one goal. He's got that one goal against Villa, at Villa, on their own turf as well, creating one big chance, helping his side keep 3 clean sheets, as well as making, and I mean, check these stats out, on average, 1.3 interceptions per game, 1.8 tackles per game, 2.5 clearances per game, winning 3-point duels per game. All of that at a success rate of about 53% per game as well. These stats returns have seen the average highly impressive match rating, you could say, for Ben Johnson. And this is based upon loads of online stat sites. He gets around about a 7 in most of his appearances, ranking him as West Ham's best performing right back at the club, ahead of Coufal and Fredericks. But where and when did Johnson really start to cement his position in the team? For me personally, it was a while ago, earlier in the season, even, starting to show signs of it last season. But a lot of people have said it was over the 2-1 aggregate score against Sevilla, in which Johnson really caught the eye. He made a total of 7 clearances in the games over 2 legs, 6 tackles, 2 key passes, as well as blocking 3 shots, winning 9 duels and completing 66 passes over the 2 legs. And with those metrics, seeing the outright back, seeing Johnson earn his plaudits he was getting is fantastic. And as such, should the under-21 international for England indeed be fit to face Lyon on Thursday night, it's clear for all to see that this would come as a huge boost to West Ham chances versus Lyon on both of the legs. Now, if Johnson doesn't make it, what happens then? Well, we're not struggling in that position right now. We're really not, because we've then got our main man, Vladimir Coufal. And for some, questionably, again, Hammer of the Year, couple of seasons since he's joined the club. And he hasn't been fit to play since the 2-2 draw with Leicester City back in mid-February, which he, of course, then went to go and get a hernia operation. However, thanks to the international break, he did have little extra time to get himself back to full fitness. And even so, with the game against Everton at the weekend just passed, doubt remained over his availability, but he was named as a substitute for that game. So, having played in 22 of the club's 30 games this season, Coufal has been a regular part, 31 games. Coufal has been a regular part of Moyes' plans as a senior right-back option, but we all know what he is capable of doing on his day. Nobody can really challenge him on his ability to cross the ball, which could really cause Lyon problems if he plays. So we're covered in that role. Really, you can't go wrong. And I know there's going to be people in the chat now going, it has to be Johnson, it has to be Coufal. But either way, I am happy with who starts. You know, it's harsh if Ben Johnson's fit that he doesn't play, because I do think he can step up to the plate. But we've got such a good options in that role. Coufal has got 11 assists to his name in a West Ham shirt and 62 appearances, which is a fantastic return for a fullback, wingback, whatever you want to call him. And on top of all that, according to reports, Coufal and Souček are instrumental in this newfound team ethics, being first at training, last to leave, setting an example to all the players. You know, they're pivotal as to some of the reasons why West Ham are where they are. Moyes has spoke out about it. Some of the other players have spoke out about it. And it's all great to see. So get your comments in and let us know your thoughts on if Ben Johnson, you know, according to reports, he could be back for tonight's game. And if he is back, what does that mean for West Ham? Would you play him? Would you not? If he is fit, if he's ready to rock and roll, I can see Moyes keeping him, faith in him, and playing him there, especially after his performances against Sevilla. Put it in the comments. Let us know your thoughts. But on top of all of that, West Ham are confident of tying down right back Ben Johnson to the long-term contract that we're desperately looking for. And he's, of course, established himself in the starting lineup after we know Coufal picked up the injury and was rewarded for his fine form with his first call-up to the England under-21s. And his contract was due to expire at the London Stadium at the end of this season, but we all know an option to extend his deal by 2 years has been taken up by the club. Now, that option was an automatic option that the club decided to take, but West Ham are now working towards agreeing a long-term contract extension with Johnson, who apparently is keen to stay, which will reward him with a pay rise that reflects his improved standings in the squad. His rise to prominence, you could say, following on from being named Young Hammer of the Year in 2021 season, has come at a vital time for West Ham. We have relied heavily on the impressiveness of Coufal since his arrival, and the Czech international has been an integral part of David Moyes' side, helping the club achieve a top 6 Premier League finish in his first season. But injury woes have seen him drop out of the side, allowing Johnson to step in and do what he has been doing. And like we know, and like I've mentioned, against Sevilla, it really excelled and highlighted how important Johnson has been for our side. He was excellent. He was marshalling Anthony Martial in the return leg as we earned our place in the quarterfinals. So a new contract for Johnson is not the only pressing issue for West Ham, though. The club are also engaging in talks with midfielder Tommy Souček over a new and improved deal. However, reports are saying that West Ham are going to leave and put the whole negotiations on hold until the end of the season. While there's also plans to offer Jared Bowen a new contract. In terms of outgoings, West Ham are expected to listen to offers for Arthur Masuaku, third choice right back Ryan Fredericks, unlikely to be offered a new contract once his deal expires at the end of June. But what we do know about Fredericks is he's well thought of within the community of West Ham. He's friends with Declan Rice. He's friends with all those top dogs. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. Short, sharp, sweet West Ham Daily for you today. Please leave your comments in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts. Will Ben Johnson play if he's fit? Will Soufal play if he's fit? And will he sign up to a long-term contract? Stay safe, everyone. If you're new around here, like I said, subscribe to the channel. Leave a thumbs up on the content as well. And like we always do, we thank all the channel members. If you are interested in becoming a channel member, click the join option. Stay safe and come on, you Irons.
It's like a family tree, part of you and part of me. And if we should separate,